If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question, does faking confidence eventually cure shyness? Answer by Rebecca Knowles. Acting in spite of fear is one of the things anyone who has overcome shyness or social anxiety has had to do. But, in order to act in spite of fear, you first have to have some control over your emotions. If your emotions control you, then you will just do what they tell you to: run away, avoid, hide. Full source 13 Confident Ways to Overcome Your Shyness, molded down. The reason why you have shyness or social anxiety is because a certain part of your brain, the amygdala, has formed a connection between social situations and danger. Crazy as it sounds, a part of your brain actually thinks that making a bad impression on people would mean an immediate threat to your survival. At the beginning of the post I said that acting confident is a way of trying to control your emotions that usually fails. Then I said you need to be able to have some control over your emotions to be able to act in spite of fear and overcome your social anxiety. Well, remember that the part of your brain called the amygdala is what makes you feel shy or socially anxious. It makes you feel fear and anxiety because it identifies certain social situations as dangerous. Joe people, these books seem to be the answer to your problems. How and where do I get the book? I really need one. Believe me, my shyness problem stole my life and happiness. Please help. Thank you. Answer by Mason Duke. I believe that it can. Fake behavior, if repeated often enough, becomes habitual, and therefore regular behavior. Something we must ask ourselves is whether any behavior isn't faked, and if false versus true behavior is even a useful dichotomy. After all, we're basically just semi-conscious sacks of water strolling around and pretending to be free, sentient, and civilized. And the best part is, the rest of the world can't tell the difference. No one else is privy to your thoughts, fears, emotions, hopes, and dreams. All they know is what you choose to show them. So if you act confident, you're perceived as confident, which encourages you to continue being confident in an endless positive feedback loop. If that all sounds very vague and theoretical, that's because it is. And if it doesn't sound at all helpful, that's because it isn't. But I do have a concrete suggestion to help you get started. Take off the anonymous feature. Reveal yourself. We're Quarans, we don't bite. Get some practice being confident in a safe environment such as this, and it will be all the easier for you in the real world. Answer by Joel Fonseca. Yeah, it worked for me. The key is to mimic the actions of a confident person. Start with standing up straight with your shoulders back. Do this regardless of how you are actually feeling. Slow down your movements and make them deliberate. This will help you look like you just have life by the f***ing balls. Also, always have open and confident body language. These tips will help you craft a confident presence and people will subtly take notice. Speaking is a little more complicated and nuanced but is easily faked. You are shy because you think your speech won't add any value to the conversation, or you are afraid of looking weird/judged by people. No one f***ing cares, so you should abandon, or at least ignore, these ridiculous notions. Just talk. Speak like you know exactly what you are talking about. Ignore that voice in your head or feeling in your stomach. To do this, speak slowly and deliberately. Finish your sentence no matter what, regardless of how stupid it sounds. You will soon realize people care much less about the content and much more about the delivery of your speech. Over time, this practice will become a habit and will eventually be ingrained in your mindset, which is the essence of confidence. It is just a mindset that has to be learned.